Guys, I had the privilege of interviewing Omar and Makenzie. They both have very different but very heartwarming and interesting stories. And what I hope that you guys all get from these interviews with them is that you're able to see yourselves in them. You're able to see that we are all the same. We're not much different. And even though they're homeless, that does not make them that far from us that live in houses and condos and gated communities and apartments. We're all people. We all have feelings. We all need light in our lives. We all need each other. Especially from Omar's story, you'll be inspired to hear how a police officer that saw him on the street decided, instead of judging him and asking him to get off the corner or move away from the store, he asked him about himself. He asked him about his life, where he wants to go, what he wants to do. And this police officer paid for him to go to school. And Omar ended up from homeless to MIT. And from MIT, working on some secret things with the government or something. He was like, okay, I gotta stop talking to you now. I was like, okay. But he's had an incredible, incredible life, all because someone decided not to judge him and ask him to move or get out of here, but find out about his life, talk to him, and actually do something.
My name is Omar Khan, and I was in the 82nd Airborne, and when I came back in 1964, my first destination was New York, and at that time I experienced a lot of hostility about the people who were at the VA hospital in Brentwood, and after a couple of years they kicked us out, and we were 14 other veterans lived in South Central Los Angeles. I shall never forget the kindness of people who came. They gave us the food and clothes. Out of all those wonderful people, one extraordinary person which I can never forget as long as I live was a police officer, and he told me that how far did you go in your education? So I told him I had high school, and he helped me through his connections to get into Compton College, where I studied physics and mathematics along with the old general ed subjects, completed my 60 units plus. And then I was very fortunate to get a scholarship in Balliol, Oxford University in England, and where I majored in physics and chemistry.
Wow.
And after that, I got into graduate programs and some of the preliminaries of engineering, and I studied nuclear chemistry.
Oh, wow.
With some nuclear physics and also engineering, and then later on I served in the forces.
Omar, I wanted to ask you a question. In terms of what people can do, getting outside of yourself, getting outside of your own time, your own schedule, how have you affected other people's lives? You've had this wonderful police officer that found you when you were homeless, correct?
Yes.
And because of his kindness, he used his connections to get you into community college, and then to get you into college, and then you went to MIT, is that right?
Yes.
Wow, and that was just the kindness of a stranger that
Yes.
saw you on the street.
Yes.
So what is your message in terms of judging others and being that person that is that kind stranger?
Humble message to all my fellow beings.
Wonderful.
Let's love each other, let's take care of each other, let's be helpful to each other.
And not judge each other.
Let's be judgmental about other people. Oh, you are fat, you are uneducated, you have this ethnicity, etc., etc., etc. Let the Lord be the judge of that. On our part, when we do this, I cannot say enough thanks to the Lord that He has always...
We could be that good Samaritan. We could be that light, that person that helps them. So just some food for thought, just something to think about, you guys. I hope that encouraged you as much as it encouraged me. Omar's really great.